so before you watch this, if you haven't already watched the YouTube video that is just all about box plots and box and whisker, the one that I put in there, that's not me, you need to watch that first because it does a very good job of explaining. Okay, so after you've watched that, now I'm going to kind of sum up what they said and tell you a little bit about how I'm going to abbreviate things, stuff like that. So, first thing, this example has a bunch of numbers. This is your data, and it's already been put in order. You have to put it in order from least to greatest. Once you do that, you would find the median. You would mark out each one on each side all the way until you get to the one in the middle. Okay, this is your median. From now on, instead of writing median every time, I'm just going to write MED. That is for median. The median for these numbers is 11. So whenever they put it in the box plot, they put a dot right there at 11, and they put a straight line. Okay, that is your median. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to look at is the least, the least value, which is called the lower extreme. So right over here, this is the least value. That is the lower extreme. I'm going to abbreviate that as just LE because I don't want to write lower extreme every time. Okay? It's just the starting number whenever they're in order from least to greatest. And it gets a dot. That is your lower extreme. The upper extreme is the opposite end. It's right over here. That is the upper extreme, UE, because I don't want to write upper extreme every time. And it gets a dot right there at 20. Okay, so once the person has done that, those are the ones that are easy to see. Okay, then you need to find two more medians. This is your lower set of data right here. And to find the median of that, well, it's pretty easy. You just cross it out until you get to the middle right there. That is your lower quartile. Okay, so right here is your lower quartile, LQ. And it's 9, so you put a 9 right there at your lower quartile. Then you do the exact same thing on the other side. So this is your upper set of data. And if you cross it out until you get to the one in the middle, it's right here. That is 17. That is your upper quartile. This is your upper quartile. And I forgot right here to put the upper extreme. Okay, so that's where all these dots come from. The ones that are boxed in are the lower to the upper, and then the median has a line drawn through it. Then the upper extreme and the lower extreme, those are the whiskers that come out of the box. Okay, so those are the things that are the dots on the box. Whenever you have a problem, those are easy to find because all you do is look at the dot and the number that it gives you. Sometimes, though, they will ask you about the range and the interquartile range. So first, we're going to find the range. To find the range, it is the upper extreme minus the lower extreme. So for this example, the upper extreme is 20 minus the lower extreme is 7. So our range for this example is 13. That is your regular range. Sometimes they will ask you to find the interquartile range. And I'm definitely not going to keep writing that over and over and over. So that is going to be shortened to IQR. And to find the IQR, it is your upper quartile minus your lower quartile. Okay, so in this example, it's going to be 17 minus 9, which gives us an IQR of 8. Okay, those are the things that you will usually have to find on a box plot. Now, there's one other thing that you may see. Lower quartile and upper quartile. Sometimes they call those the first quartile and the third quartile. The reason? Okay, sometimes people break this into 4 sections. Okay, right here at the median, right here at the lower quartile, and right here at the upper quartile. Okay, so those 4 sections are the quartiles. So they may say that this is quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, and quartile 4. So that's where these names come from. The lower quartile is your first quartile. The upper quartile is your third quartile. Okay, so I'm just warning you, sometimes you will see it written as the third quartile. Whenever they say the third quartile, they're just talking about the upper quartile.